giant heart-shaped lollipop, a tiny winged milkshake, a huge romantic Oreo, and a big cookie that predicts your future love? Watch our new video to find out how to prepare big and small yummies to celebrate Valentine's Day. Rosie's been working on her signature dish all day. These mini heart pancakes are made with love for her boyfriend. Mix 1 egg and 1/3 cup of sugar. Add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup flour, and 1 cup milk. Mix the batter. Put a frying pan on medium heat. Use a spoon to lay out the batter in a heart shape. Fry the pancakes on both sides. Stack the pancakes when they're finished. Decorate them with berries and pour raspberry syrup over them. Rosie got caught up talking to her boyfriend on the phone. And here comes Rosie's brother, Ben. What cute little hearts! Ben loves breakfast food. He eats the whole portion. Poor Rosie! She's about to have a rage attack. How could you do this to me? I'll never forgive you! Saint Valentine himself saw this argument between the siblings. On his day, he doesn't want anyone to fight. He calls Miss Gonzalez and asks her to help the kids make up. She agrees right away, since she's getting lonely anyway. Another moment, and Ben and Rosie appear in Miss Gonzalez's kitchen. They flew here on the wings of love. How unexpected! First off, Miss Gonzalez wants to treat her dear guests with some red velvet cake. We'll need a pretty big portion. Beat 4 ounces of softened butter with 2 cups of sugar in a mixer. Beat in 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 2 cups flour, and a teaspoon of baking soda. Keep beating until the batter is smooth. Pour in 2 ounces of hot water and put in 2 level tablespoons of cocoa powder. Add red food coloring. Use a pastry bag to spread the batter out in a heart shape on parchment paper. Bake it for 8 minutes at 350 degrees. To make the icing, beat 3½ ounces of whipping cream and 1/4 cup powdered sugar. Add 7 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. Spread the icing out over the finished cake and cover it with a second cake. Make according to the same recipe. Being in this kitchen is definitely not these kids' cup of tea. But it's too late to run. Well, I guess we'll just have to eat this red velvet heart-shaped whoopie pie. My gosh, its red flavor is so yummy. But now I'm sad that there wasn't enough for us to have seconds. The first step in making these kids behave? A baking competition! Miss Gonzalez asks the siblings to make an unusual dessert for her. Working together brings people closer. It looks like Ben made some inedible goo. Stop! No one can leave Miss Gonzalez's kitchen. Finally, the dessert is done. Check out these giant fortune cookies. Beat 3 egg whites with a mixer. Add a cup of powdered sugar and keep beating until the egg whites are in stiff peaks. Pour in 3/8 of a cup of melted butter and add in 1/2 cup of flour. Mix the ingredients. Add food coloring to part of the mix. Spread the mixture out on parchment paper in a circle-shaped thin layer. Bake it for 4 to 6 minutes at 350 degrees. Put a romantic message into the hot cookie and quickly fold it into a fortune cookie shape. Make a whole set of cookies of different colors with different messages. The cookies turned out colorful and crunchy. Great job! Miss Gonzalez reads Ben's fortune. How sweet! It looks like Ben was inspired by the spirit of Saint Valentine. The siblings have to learn how to work together. That's why Miss Gonzalez gives them a new joint task. Ready, set, cook! Melt white chocolate in a Ziploc bag. Cut off one corner. Draw a mirrored M&M's logo in the bottom of a heart-shaped silicone baking mold. Let it cool. Melt dark chocolate in a double boiler. Pour it into the mold and spread it over the sides. When the chocolate sets, remove it from the mold. Fill it with M&Ms. Spread out a layer of melted chocolate on a silicone mat. Make a print using the heart mold. Cut the chocolate once it's cooled and attach the lid using more melted chocolate. The kids made a big M&M for two. The result is romantic and chocolatey. But once again, Rosie and Ben didn't share. They broke the heart instead and got a lot of M&Ms as a result. Ben and Rosie are learning another useful life hack for a romantic kitchen from Miss Gonzalez. But they are still managing to fight. To become the favorite of the culinary Cupid, Ben made a sweet pink milkshake. Melt white chocolate. Pipe it out onto parchment paper in a wing design. Pour a ready milkshake into a small glass. Insert the cooled chocolate wings. Decorate it with mini marshmallows and insert straws. Ben gives his angelic little milkshake to Miss Gonzalez. Clever boy! Miss Gonzalez can't resist a sweet milkshake, especially when an angel like Benny gives it to her. Rosie's mad that Ben's such a kiss-up. She wants to go home, but nobody's letting her leave. Don't be sad, Angel. Miss Gonzalez made you some Rice Krispie treats to cheer you up, and they're a girl's best friend. Melt a 4th cup of butter. Pour in some marshmallows and melt it all together. Add the same amount of Rice Krispies as marshmallows. Mix everything together, then wait for it to cool a little. Make the letters X and O out of the warm mass. Color part of the mixture with food coloring and make the same letters out of the pink and red mix. Organize the letters into a cute display. Miss Gonzalez offers the Rice Krispie treats to Rosie and Ben because they'll only be able to make Valentines for their friends and lovers if they work together. Hugs and kisses for everyone. Now, dig in. There's magic at work again. Rosie's suddenly back at home with a sweet gift so she doesn't forget her experience. Put on 2 pairs of gloves, thick fabric and rubber ones, so you don't burn your hands on the caramel. Mix 3 1/3 cups of sugar, 7 ounces of corn syrup, and 2 ounces of water. Cook it over medium heat for 10 minutes. Add red food coloring to the caramel. Pour the mixture out onto a silicone mat. Use a rubber spatula to shape a heart. Insert a skewer. Pack the cooled lollipop into plastic wrap and tie a bow. And Ben's at home too! And he's holding a big heart-shaped Oreo. Add 5 1/2 spoons of cocoa powder to a cup of flour. Also add 1 1/2 teaspoons of leavening and 1 2/3 ounces of vanilla sugar. Mix it. Separately mix 10 tablespoons of sugar and 5 1/3 ounces of softened butter. Beat in 2 eggs. And pour in the dry ingredients. Mix the chocolatey dough. Divide it in half, wrap it in cling film, and refrigerate it for half an hour. Mix 1 2/3 ounces of milk, 1 2/3 ounces of butter, and a cup of powdered sugar. Beat it to get icing. Gradually add strawberry jam and pink food coloring. Fill a pastry bag with the cream and let it chill for an hour. Print out a mirrored picture of a heart-shaped Oreo. Lay a sheet of plastic on top and trace the design with hot glue. Roll out the dough and cut it out along the template. Place the dough on a baking sheet and make an imprint. Bake it for 15 minutes at 340 degrees. Coat the cookie with pink frosting. Decorate it with sprinkles and gummy hearts. Cover it with a second cookie. What an adventure! Miss Gonzalez's sweet presents look so yummy! Ben and Rosie finally understand that they should exchange these gifts with each other, so they trade their sweet treats. Mmm, delicious! Heart-shaped desserts have a magical power. They help a brother and sister make up forever, and everything's back to normal. Time for a pillow fight! Miss Gonzalez couldn't be happier with this ending. The culinary Cupid saved the day. Did you like our heartfelt desserts? Then let us know in the comments what sweet treat will you make for your better half on Valentine's Day. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss any new interesting recipes from Troom Troom.